Good evening, everyone. This is Ravi. Let's learn how to make chili paneer today. I think I have most of the ingredients with me, so let's go ahead and start with it. Thank you. So, I already did a bit of homework. I already put together all the ingredients that are required basically. Might not be a chef style, but it's more of a bachelor style for guys like me hanging around alone at the home who need a little bit of side snacks to have along with his drinks. So let's get started. So the first thing, have the paneer cubes in place. Marinate the paneer cubes with your basic ingredients, that is salt, pepper, red chili powder. Because I'm from Hyderabad, I tried to add a little bit of extra spices, some cumin, some coriander powder as well on top of it, a bit of garam masala to give it a little bit of a biryani based flavor, but yeah, it's just my style of doing it. I have also put together some basic ingredients that are required. Unfortunately, I do not have chimes with me, but I have chilies, onions, garlic, ginger. We also have a little bit of capsicum, both colors, green and yellow. One of the important steps is making the flour mix, which is required as the batter to fry the paneer. So what you need to do is pick 3 spoons of all-purpose flour and 4 spoons of corn flour. Give it a little bit of mix. Add a bit of salt and pepper based on your taste. And then now you need to add a bit of water. Make it into a fine saucy mix, which you can use it to fry the paneer and also later as making the chili paneer sauce, the base of the sauce. Okay. The way you see the base consistency is, see if you can pour it. The consistency should be similar to something like a dosa consistency, which most of you are aware of. So the next step, get the pan ready with some oil into it. Before getting it heated, ensure all your ingredients that are required are next to you. So one useful technique that a lot of people miss out while frying things especially is that you need to heat up the oil to a higher temperature, and you should have multiple sections of whatever you're frying, be it vada or paneer or chicken 65, any of these items, dropped it at the same time. So the ideal way is ensure you have at least 8 to 10 paneer cubes in this size of a pan with this amount of oil, so that the heat is getting spread across all the paneer cubes that are there and they get evenly colored into the golden brown color that is required for us. So it's been a couple of minutes that I started heating up the oil. I think the oil is ready now to be fried. I'll just do a small litmus test to see if the paneer is floating up. Yeah, I think it's spluttering well and floating up. So I did add some of these paneer into the mixture of all-purpose flour and corn flour. I dipped them into it and put a set for frying. This is the first set. As you can see, it's bubbling hot. It spluttered a bit on my hand as well, so please turn on your exhaust. As you can see, my paneer are beautifully done in a nice golden brown color. Next step, heat up some oil in the pan, add some onions. Give them a nice stir. Wait for them to turn into golden brown color. As you can see, the onions started to get some color onto it. Now it's time to add some chopped ginger and chopped garlic into the pan. Let them fry out for a bit. It gives you some beautiful aroma which you can enjoy. Looks like the ginger and garlic are fried. Time to add some green chilies. The bell peppers. Don't fry the bell peppers too much because you lose the freshness in the bell pepper. Just give them a nice roast and then you can separate them into a different pan. So, yeah. I have now separated the bell peppers from the pan. They've been slightly roasted. They smell amazing now, so it's the right time to separate them out. Now we'll start preparing the base for the chili paneer sauce, the third step. For this step, I'll take a small cup with a little bit of water, add 2 spoons of dark soy sauce, as you can see here. It gives you a nice tangy flavor to your chili paneer. And then the chili sauce, which you can use. So I'll add 2 spoons of each of them into the mixture of water and pre-mix it. I'm doing this to save some time while making the chili paneer. As you can see, I have prepared a mixture of 2 spoons of soya sauce, 2 spoons of chili sauce, and then a couple of pinches of salt into it. I pre-mixed this mixture so that it's easier for me to prepare. Now start heating the pan again. Add a couple of spoons of oil, and you need to start mixing the soy sauce chili sauce mixture into this oil once the oil heats up. Try to keep it in a low flame so that your chili sauce and soy sauce doesn't get burnt over. So keep it in a medium to low flame. As you can see, the soy sauce and the chili sauce are cooking up. The oil is moving towards the side. Now is the time to add your pre-mixed base of corn flour and all-purpose flour into it. As you drop this into your soy sauce mix, please give a very quick stir, or else it gets solidified at some portions. So as you slowly pour through it, keep stirring the mixture so that it is evenly mixed across. As you can see the thick mix of the base getting formed already. It's time to drop in your saute of the bell peppers into this. As you can see, the sauce with the bell peppers is ready. Time to drop in your paneer into this. As you can see here, the beautiful chili paneer is now ready. It looks tasty and yummy. So let me dig into it. Yes, indeed, this is amazing. So thanks to this, I have a beautiful side dish for my whiskey. Cheers to you all.